Fracking. Have you ever heard of it? And no, I did not mean to say cracking. Sorry, that was just me trying to crack a joke. Fracking is also known as hydraulic fracturing, which is a method used to retrieve shale gas, which is gas found between the cracks of shale rock, which is, rock deep below the ground. And it's also used to help with the retrieval of oil. The way that fracking works is it's a combination of water, sand, and chemicals being drilled into the ground using high pressure, and which causes cracks in the ground and exposes the natural gas and the oil to be retrieved using a well. That definition is from the United States Geological Survey. This is a chart from the United States Geological Survey that goes into a little bit more of depth of what the fracking process is. I'm credible for this topic because I've done research on this topic and my sources are credible. Some of my sources include the American Chemical Society and the United States Energy Information Administration. Today I'm going to tell you about the benefits of fracking, the risks of fracking, and why you as a consumer should support the use of fracking in the United States. The following information I'm about to discuss with you is from the Independent Petroleum Association of America and YaleClimateConnections.org. Fracking is beneficial to the economy and to the environment. Fracking is beneficial to the economy because it has helped to create millions of jobs and because it has helped to reduce the amount of spending by the United States on foreign purchases of natural gas and oil, because now we have more access to our own domestic oil and gas ourselves. Fracking is also beneficial for the environment because it has helped to reduce the carbon emissions into the atmosphere by the United States. It has helped to reduce that because the increase of the use of natural gas and oil retrieved from fracking also correlates with a decrease in the use of the burning of coal, which causes a lot of carbon emissions. Therefore, there are less carbon emissions in the air because more natural gas and oil retrieved from fracking is being used. Now that I've told you about the benefits of fracking, I'm going to tell you about the risks of fracking. This information is from watercalculator.org and the American Chemical Society. Some of the risks of fracking involve possible water contamination of groundwater and methane gas pollution. Water contamination can be caused from fracking if the cracks caused in the earth cause the leftover water from the chemical mixture of fracking to drain into the aquifers used for drinking water, and it has been shown that many of the chemicals in fracking water are hazardous if orally consumed by people. And the way that fracking can be harmful to the environment through the increased amount of methane gas emissions is because sometimes fracking sites leak. For example, this is from the Texas Observer and the National Resources Defense Council. For example, fracking can cause many tons of methane gas to leak from the site when they just leak from the cracks in the ground because it's a gas, so it can leak sometimes. For example, in North Texas, 444,000 tons of methane gas were spilled, and it has also been shown that methane gas is more dangerous than carbon dioxide because methane gas can cause more heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide can. Now that I've told you about the risks of fracking, I'm going to remind you of the reasons why you should support fracking as a consumer. Fracking has allowed the United States to increase its oil production and its gas production, and it is now the largest contributor of oil and gas in the world. Fracking is also responsible for causing the price of United States electricity to drop by, the United States gas to drop by 25%. To conclude my speech, I'm going to briefly restate my main points. Fracking is beneficial to the environment and to the economy. Fracking is possibly a contaminant to groundwater, and it can pollute the air by adding methane. And fracking has allowed the United States to become one of the largest contributors of gas and oil in the world. I think you should support fracking because it has decreased the cost of energy and will save you money, and it will reduce our carbon dioxide footprint as a country.